Hello, this is Elizabeth Clare Brewington with Discover Brightside, the video podcast where we discover new people. And I have someone that you've never met before, and she is Jennifer, all the way from Arizona. So, Jennifer, how are you today? And tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Thanks so much. I will really appreciate having me on the show. I actually go by Jenna. Jennifer is my real name, but I
I
go by
love Jenna.
Jenna.
Yeah.
Thank you. And what I do is I help people who are struggling in life, have lost their meaning and their purpose, and they're stuck. And I help them to find their way, find their deep meaning so that they can live a very full and meaningful, purposeful, vital life.
So this is Women History Month, and we are talking to women. We do a men's event in June for men, but this is a big topic for women because, it could be a death, it could be a divorce, it could be a loss of job, it could be all kinds of losses, a loss of your pet. And it's just kind of like I was recently hacked and it really bothered
Mm.
me. I couldn't get on Zoom, I couldn't do Zoom interviews anymore, and it just kind of got a block there. So why is it that we carry all this baggage with us? Why can't we just move on? Why does it take so long to recover from something bad or a loss that happens?
That is an excellent segue into resilience because resilience is all about shortening that time frame from that event, that loss, that traumatic event, the loss of your animal, your spouse, your job. It could be a midlife transition. You know, you could be retired and the first yay, it's awesome. And then all of a sudden you're like, okay, now what? Right. So there's a lot of people questioning what they're doing in retirement and struggling to find their identity in retirement. So it's not just one thing, it's all these different things. And resilience is all about shortening that time between the time of the event until you come through your recovery.
Yeah.
And resilience encompasses regulation of your central nervous system. It includes taking care of your central nervous system, your health, your meals, your metabolism. Everything is all tied together, and we can't be fully resilient if we're only focusing on one area, an aspect of our life, because sleep's part of that too, and cognitive, especially as we age. The more we take care of our brain, we have two arms, we have two legs, we have two kidneys, right? But we only have one brain and we need to take care of it. And a lot of times, you'll hear stories about people and they're like, oh man, I abused my body, I abused this. Well, there's a lot of abuse that happens with our brains, sports, accidents, alcohol, drugs, you name it, anything, even like the plastics. We have plastics because there's so much plastic in our world. We have plastics in our brain, and all of this kind of erodes our cognitive abilities. And we have to learn what can we do as we age, especially women, because we take on so much. We sacrifice so much at the detriment of our own health. And so I think that's a really big shout out because women do take on more and it's harder sometimes to put ourselves first. And it's, that adage, about
Yeah.
in the airplane, right? You have to put your own mask on, oxygen mask on first, because if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of the people you love. And yet women are very much have in the historically always taking care of everybody around them first. And then when they wear out, who takes care of them? So my purpose is to help women navigate life's challenges and live the whatever age you are, live that from that moment on with joy and vitality and meaningfulness.
Yeah, that is just spot on, as I say. And you've raised your hand too. So, like, I am one of those women too. Uh,
Oh, I wonder how I
so
raised
what
my
are your,
hand.
it's okay. It's perfect. It was just perfect when you were talking about it. So what is the solution? What do you offer people? How do they fix? I don't know if you can ever fix it, but how can you learn to start to manage it?
Well, it all starts within ourselves, right? We have all the answers within ourselves. So we need to stop and we need to pay attention and listen. So I have a 7-day program. It's a quick reset. You can do it in longer, but a lot of times people are like, this is a fast pace. It's the hustle and the bustle, it's the mind and grind mentality. And so I built this program that's designed to help people where they're at right now. You don't have to go into deep intensive therapy. You start where you are right now. And then you go through the 7-day program. The first couple of days are easy breezy because you want a good couple of wins. Day 4, you roll up your sleeves and you really start peeling the layers of the onion. And days 4, 5, and 6 are just more of that, more of that. You have to ask yourself difficult questions. What now? Well, why did this occur? How do I feel about that? Well, and then it's that domino effect. And so when you go through this journey of self discovery, you find out who you are. And who you might be today is different than you were 5 years ago, 3 years ago, yesterday. Something changes and shifts. Like I'm a brain injury survivor, and I'm not the same version of myself that I was in 2017, the day before my brain injury. I'm a much better version of myself because of it. I have limitations, but I'm still a better version of who I am. I can't do certain things, but I don't focus on those things. I focus on the things that I can do, and I substitute the things that I can't do. Because when we focus on what is in our control and what we can do, we find purpose and meaning and joy, and we can live our lives fully because that is what life is meant to be. We're not meant to be living in a state of sadness, isolation, depression, loneliness. The list goes on, anxiety. I mean, these are all things that if we take a look at ourselves and ask ourselves and be gracious with ourselves, then we can come out of whatever obstacle we're facing and be smiling and be happy and be like, wow,
Yeah.
I am so grateful that that horrible thing happened to me because look at me today. That's what I offer people.
That's amazing. And 7 days, that's perfect for someone to give time, especially busy CEOs.
Yep.
7 days is not like a whole month. It's just 7 days to fix
Yep.
you up. It's like retuning a car or your computer or, anything that you need to have some maintenance with. Why not maintain yourself?
Yeah.
So you get stronger and better and live a happier and fuller life. So
Well,
what
and that's
web
right. And just like a car, the car has to go in for different miles, right?
is?
We have to do maintenance on ourselves after every milestone. We have to. And if we don't, we lose who we are. And I think that's what happened in society is people are just losing and they're on autopilot. And when you're living on autopilot, there's not purpose and there's no fun and there's no zest for life.
Absolutely. So how do people find you? What's your website? And is there any specials or any consultation? How do people get started with you?
Sure. My website is resiliencebrilliance.co. And um, you can go on there. I also have a podcast called Resilience Brilliance. So I have interviews on my podcast that you can check out, and that's all free. And it's on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. And then on my website, you can sign up or you can get a resilience skills cheat sheet. So that's a free thing, ten different tools you can use right now to start living a resilient life. And one of them is, I'm going to give you an insight, is mindset, reframing your mindset. When you have a negative thought, stop yourself, reframe it. How can you reframe it? Just like I did that example, there are things, limitations that I can't do, but I focus on what I can do. So I can't do hot yoga in a studio because the heat scrambles my neural pathways. And then I have seizures and I can't walk for a day or so. So
Yeah,
then what I do, I can do those 26 static postures in my own home. So you just reframe things. Focus on the things you can do. So I offer that. And then I also have a free resilience training once a month. And you can get the link to that also from the website. It's on the top right hand corner of the website. And then my programs are listed on the website as well. And I recommend everybody start with that 7-day program. I do have a 6-week program that gets into more of the mindset, the behaviors, the value system, to put a full picture on everything. So I do have a 6 week program, and you can work at your own pace, or you can hire me to do a custom program for you.
Fabulous. And I want you on our show. Next week is Empower Women, and we would love to learn more and get more women to do these workshops. We highly recommend it. And we really want you to be the best that you can be,
Yeah.
because we want people who are strong, high performers in as empowerers for the Brightside community. So we want you to get off that couch, or get off that sadness, or get out of that moment that you're just going,
Stuck.
and just move. Just get
Hmm.
movement. Wonderful. I love this. So there you have it. We'll make sure her information is available to you. And thank you so much for watching Discover Brightside. Hit the subscribe button. Tell your friends about it. Rewind the video. Watch it again. And we will get you back. And if you want to be on our show live with us in the studio, then write to us or get yourself a ticket at Eventbrite. Thank you for watching Discover Brightside.